Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for a re-recording of our June outreach information session on cultural villages at the Great New York State Fair. I'm the Molly Winter, Assistant Commissioner at New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets, and we very much look forward to sharing some information regarding this very important aspect of the fair and honestly a lot of different character and education that it brings, brought to you by the leadership of each of those villages. Before we get too deep into this, just want to talk about some of the agenda so you have an idea of how this is going to move forward. This is recorded for background and full disclosure. This is a re-recording. We had some technical difficulties on the actual date. We're going to talk about some of the agriculture and markets outreach resources for follow-up information. Then we're going to have our panel presentations from the leadership of the different villages and the New York State Fair, and following up with some kind of quick questions before we have any type of reflection and closing. And without too much hesitation, just let's move forward with the resources at New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets. And we're not going to dig too deep into all of these. Just want you to know that there is all kinds of information and ways to, connect with the department, to ask your questions, to get answers to a lot of your questions. And listed for those are on the screen and for this PowerPoint presentation that is available online as well and by request. First off, the information sessions, just like this. These recordings are available online on the Diversity in Agriculture webpage, on the Agriculture Markets website. All of these recordings include everything from better understanding New York State government, grant making fundamentals, learning about our cultural villages at the New York State Fair. We cover a lot of topics, also have those slides, and a lot of times just letting you know who to follow up with for additional questions. We have open office hours monthly. I personally host those. So in the evening time, starting at 6 p.m. and in the morning at 9 a.m. Though the dates vary, usually about the second or third week of each month, and open office time to basically let you know some of the highlights of what's going on behind the scenes in government, giving you a little more context of what's happening within your government and better understanding. And it's also a time for you, the public, to let us know if there's anything pressing. If you have questions to ask, that is your time, hopefully, to get them answered in the moment. And if not in the moment, planting that seed so we can follow up and you can get that information later. Also, we have newsletters. As you can see on your screen, we have the monthly harvest. That is the main department's just a general newsletter, provides all types of information of what we're up to, things to highlight. Sometimes there are contests, just a good broad kind of need to know of information in New York State agriculture. And behind that, we have our information opportunities newsletter that really focuses on stuff that kind of flies underneath the radar of New York State agriculture and a lot that's connected to kind of underrepresented and underserved communities. So during the Biden-Harris administration, when there was the Equity Commission, knowing when those meetings are being held, when for New York State, we have a Council for Hunger and Food Policy, letting you know when you can engage with things like that and know when different reports, different types of nominations, those come into play. And we have two highlighted here. The first highlighted, which is number 4, the agriculture.ny.gov website. It is a primary source of information. We have a lot that we do at the Department of Agriculture and Markets. If you keep digging down pretty much into any of those divisions, you will likely find your way to, if not a name, an email address or a phone number to contact for someone to follow up with. So if you're saying like, here, I don't know where to go, 100% okay, you can roam through that website. Also, as mentioned before, we have the Diversity in Agriculture webpage, which also highlights all types of information. If you're a new or beginning farmer, if you're looking for any type of training information, maybe you're looking for some of those like older newsletters, like information opportunities, you can find that stuff there. And for number 6, the second highlighted and bold, because if you forget everything else, outreach at agriculture.ny.gov. That is specifically if you do not know where to go and you have some question ideally related to agriculture that we think that we can answer. If you send it that way, we go out of our way to make sure that is not a dead end. We want you to get some type of response that hopefully if it's not under our oversight as the department, we're pointing you in the right direction and, working cooperatively with our other state agencies. So if you don't know where to go on the website, what you're looking for, even like you have some concept of something you might be interested in doing, it's connected with agriculture, please at outreach@agriculture.ny.gov. It is very broad. It takes in everything. International inquiries find its way to there. So that definitely give it time. I strongly recommend going to the website first. So you're more likely to go directly to a division when you find that email address, as opposed to the broad outreach@agriculture.ny.gov. But know that if you're trying to get information, we are doing everything in our power to keep you guys informed about agriculture in New York State and giving you an outlet so you can let us know what's going on your end. But with that, you are not here for all things when it comes to outreach and all of that with Department of Agriculture Markets. You are really here to learn more about the cultural villages at the New York State Fair. So just letting you know that the leadership of these villages brought together, they work very hard, basically all year long. It is clearly a labor of love for a lot of the work that they are doing, and we are thoroughly appreciative of this work that they're doing, because honestly, they're the best to speak to what they're doing, why they're doing it, and why it's so important for the broader community of people that are attending the New York State Fair, which we hope is all of you. So you're going to hear from leadership from our Asian Village, our Van Robinson Pan-African Village, Latino Village, and the Indian Village. We'll put out a few questions afterwards. But without much more delay, we want to move forward with our presenters today. For the New York State Fair, we have our directors, concession manager, and our ag entry department. The speaker for the New York State Fair will actually be Jack Davison. For Asian Village, we have the superintendent, Zishan James. For Van Robinson Pan-African Village, the assistant superintendent, Ali Rahman. For Latino Village, we have Superintendent Elisa Morales. And for Indian Village, we have Superintendent and also leader of the Six Nations Agricultural Society, Ashley Shenandoah. So again, thank you very much for the time that you guys have committed for these presentations, just to inform people and let people know about the awesome time at Cultural Village. I have yet to have one person that I recommended to go to the Cultural Village that did not know about them before, that did not rave in just delight and yet frustration that they didn't know about it earlier. It took too long to find it. Like, this is where I can get a dollar water at Indian Village and have this peaceful moment under the trees. All right. It's honestly, it's hard to choose which one has the best food. I'm not going to lie. So I just plan on gaining weight during visits to the state fair. So just, make sure you bring a baggie and just plan to bring stuff to the car every time, because things are flavorful across the board. Yes, they're the fried Oreos, but seriously, check out all of the villages and then just taste test everything as much as you can. With that idea of the broader New York State Fair, it is a pleasure to introduce Jack Davison, speaking on behalf of the 2025 New York State Fair.
Thank you, Damali. So a little bit about the fair. It's going to be starting on August 20th and running to September 1st, Labor Day, as it ends every day in Labor Day. Like you said, we've got a lot of cultural villages that happen here. For the first 5 days, we're going to have Asian Village, and then there'll be a 3-day break, and Latino Village will be happening the last 5 days of the fair. The Van Robinson Pan-African Village happens all 13 days. It's got a section over by the COP. And then Indian Village has its own area that's over by the back corner. And they've been here for a very long time. All these villages are unique and have some awesome experiences for everyone to come and check out. Like you said, the biggest draw for the fair is often the food. And if you go to any and all of these villages, you will be sure to be delighted. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff to add there. They'll also have some crafters and other vendors at their sites as well. And obviously they'll have entertainers and activities going on to make sure to check out. There's going to be lots of stuff going on. So if you can come as many days as you can and check out all the villages and all the other things we got going on at the fair, we'd be glad to have you.
And thank you very much, Jack. Did you want to speak to anything regarding the special fair days?
Yeah, of course. So obviously we'll have some special ceremonies going on throughout the fair. We'll have, opening day celebration stuff, student youth day and ag career day going on the 21st. you look down the list there, we got Pride Day, New Americans Day, and Family Fishing Day, all going on the 22nd. A lot of these things will be happening here at the front gate. We'll do some naturalization ceremonies, then a law enforcement day, and same day as State Parks Day and Maple Day. Obviously, everyone loves coming in and eating a bunch of maple stuff from our maple vendors over in the horticulture building. Fire Rescue EMS Day, Beef Day. They'll have stuff going on at the beef cattle barn at the back of the fair. We'll have a special event at Women's Day. Last year we had a brunch, had a great turnout. We've got some of our folks planning that right now, working on awards and some of the speeches and stuff going on that day. Our sensory friendly day, where we shut some of the fair down, the bright lights and loud noises, so we can have folks that are sensitive to lights and noises. Just a caveat, every day we'll have our sensory room. So anyone who has sensory sensitivities can come and enjoy the fair as well every day and take a break from all that loud stuff, because it is a big, loud, noisy place to be. We'll have Armed Forces and Dairy Day, Stomp Out Stigma Day, Native Americans Day, Family Fishing Day, and then our Labor Day. We shut down a little bit early, but we still got a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff going on at the fair. We'll have entertainment at Chevy Court, Suburban Park every day. And there'll be lots of ceremonies and events associated with every single one of these days. So if you can make it out to one or more of them, that's great. If there's some people who come for all 13 days and get to enjoy it all, but there's a myriad of things to do here at the fair. So if you see something that's interesting and you want to come check it out, or something just interesting and you want to see it happen, we've got more entertainment than you could really fit into 13 days, because you only be one place at once. So come check out as much as you can.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Jack, for a quick breakdown. And it is a very quick breakdown for a lot of activity that happens at the New York State Fair. Definitely worth checking out the website. The map alone, you just take some water with you. Even looking at the map, because there's a lot to take in as you're trying to plan your visit. Thank you very much, Jack, when it comes to just letting you know about the New York State Fair. And just moving right along, we have our Asian Cultural Village, one of our newer villages. It is not there for the full length of the fair. Very glad for the time that we have them there. They bring a lot when it comes to just energy and information of a lot of communities that need more attention within New York State. And it is a pleasure to introduce the superintendent of the Asian Village, Zishan James. Zishan?
Hi everyone, I would like to welcome you all to the Asian Village. If you've never tried it, it's going to be our third year and we welcome you all to enjoy. You can see this slide is showing you how colorful it is going to be. You will see martial arts, there will be some cultural dances, some fashion show, a lot of food vendor. Asia represent 48 countries and different ethnicities are there, more than 48. So it will be a lot of different dresses, a lot of different cultures will be showcasing there. So we welcome you all and we would love to have different people coming and tasting all those food. There's a lot of variety. Um, on top of my mind is the coconut guy. He'll be there. We will have Dubai chocolate this year, the new ones, and then we have some Bengali food, Indian food, Vietnamese food, and some Thai food as well. So don't miss it, and please do show up, and you'll never regret. So we'll be the first 5 days. It starts on 20th. So first 5 days will be Asian Village, and we'll be close to gate 9 and 10. So if you are coming from gate 9 and 10, you can park and just walk into Asian Village. So yeah, these are pictures from our previous 2 years, and you can see around. There's martial art, there is cultural performance, some orchestra. Yeah, this is what we were talking about. Martial art. We are having two groups coming, one from Rochester, one from Albany. They'll be showcasing their talent. Mostly these are students and professionals, a blend of them, and it's amazing show. Yeah, these are cultural performances. Some new instruments will be there. One of the instrument I enjoyed last time was Veena. It was new to most of the people who were attending. It's a string instrument and it was amazing. Then those percussion instruments, and then we'll be watching some cultural dances from India, and some for Sri Lankan dances will be there. And then we have Thai and Burmese and Bhutanese dances as well. We'll be having some one pioneer event. It will be on Thursday or Friday, the second or third day. We'll be having local artists from all across upstate and some from the Long Island as well. Nonprofits will be there. faith-based communities will be there. Elder population will be included because there are a lot of people who are homebound, they're isolated, so we will be bringing them to the fair this year as well. And then there will be a Papa. Papa is Asian American Pacific Islander public affair. It's an Asian organization nationwide, so we'll be having all our 5 chapters visiting and performing. They'll be showcasing some local sports as well. It will be just a demonstration, but we will enjoy that. So please do join us. Thank you so much.
And thank you very much, Zishan. And again, there is just a lot of work that goes into this, especially trying to represent so many communities. So just on behalf of Ag Market State Fair, everybody, just thank you for pulling all this together and your entire team for making this happen.
Going to jump in?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, all right, there we go, Luke. Just please let me know when you'd like me to turn the slides.
Okay, very good. Okay, of course, I'm assistant. My name is Ali Abdurrahman. I'm an assistant superintendent underneath Kevin Brooks for the Pan-African Village. What I'm looking for, most excited about this year at the Pan-African Village is the array of entertainment that we have to showcase our Wegman stage. We certainly have a large variety of different types of entertainment for our visitors, and we're excited about presenting these. We have some great shows coming forward, especially Gospel Sunday, as well as different artists, jazz artists. We have young groups, we have African drummers, and just a plethora of different types of talent that will be coming in to showcase at the stage there. We actually enjoy a really varied amount of nonprofits as well as civic organizations that come in and join us at the NAACP tent. And the NAACP tent, of course, as you mentioned earlier, receives a number of different politicians that come in, including Tom DiNapoli, our controller, and Governor Coco, our governor. That visit through there. A number of different politicians come in throughout New York City and the state in order to visit the Pan-African Village. So we're very proud of that. And we're proud to have these politicians visit with us. And we're also proud of our vendors. We have a number of different vendors that provide different cultural foods, even Asian and Southern and just different cultures being representative, African cultures as well as Latino, Jamaican, West Indian. So we have a number of different vendors there, and we're very proud to showcase them as well. In terms of one of the highlights of the Pan-African Village is as soon as you come in to the village, you'll see a booth where we sell water, and the Pan-African Village has been selling sodas for $1 since the 70s. So it seems to be a big draw to get people coming through and visiting throughout the village.
We have the Latino Cultural Village, another one of our newer villages, is not here for the full length of the fair. So make sure that you're acknowledging those dates, August 28th through September 1st. This is led by Superintendent Elisa Morales, and I will leave it to her to please take it away. Elisa.
Gracias, Tamali. So, bienvenidos and welcome to Latino Village at the Great New York State Fair. I wanted to bring notice to our logo. Our beautiful logo. It consists of the 20 flags to the 20 Latino countries that primarily speak Spanish. We also have the American flag because some people identify as Puerto Rican American, Mexican American, and so on. Next slide, please. So our story, nuestra historia, begins 20 years ago. It was really 28 years ago, actually. We started with a conversation with New York State Ag and Market and local leadership, talking about wanting to share the beautiful culture and traditions of our culture. It's just so wonderful. Our food is delicious, as you all know. So we wanted to bring that to all fairgoers. And in 2018, Latino Village was born. We started with 3 days, moved up to 4, and now we're up to 5 days. So again, we are at the tail end of the fair, closer to Labor Day weekend. And we're also, we've moved a few times, but we are now located on the other side of the youth building and also on the other side where our brothers and sisters from the Cultural Village of Indian Village are located. Next slide. Entertainment, entretenimiento. So we have a resident DJ, DJ GI. He is spinning all of the best and the latest and some old school tunes as well of Latino music, salsa, merengue, bachata, cumbia, you name it. He has it and we can all dance to it. So I invite you all to put your dancing shoes on and join us there. DJ GI also does a daily dance lesson and his Caribbean dance troupe are there over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday to give us a performance and get out into the crowd. As you can see, we had one of our New York State troopers dancing with DJ GI, and it was a lot of fun. So we also work a lot with our youth. And so if you want to be entertained, please come. You don't have to understand what we're saying and singing, but you're going to want to because you're going to want to dance. Next slide. So we also have Orgullo LGBTQIA+, that is our Pride Day. And every day is Pride Day at Latino Village. From our vendors to our entertainment, we're committed to being a very safe space for the LGBTQA+ community. So it's we also have Divas at the Fair, and that is a fun family event. So make sure that you bring your kiddos and you grab a seat early because it fills up fast and they are going to entertain you. Next slide. So we also have events, special events, so eventos especiales. So you can see here that we have a live artist. His name is Tino Lopez. He is Mexican, and he has been working with us for the past, I think, 3 years. He'll be back again to just, for 3 days. He's just for 4 hours just painting, talking and interacting with the crowd. And it's beautiful what he creates. And then we also have Benny Guzman, who's a Mexican artist who is going to be doing some workshops with us that are very interactive and fun for the whole family. And then he's also going to be working on another community piece. As you could see, our New York State Fair director and her son are on there doing some handprints on that beautiful mural that we did. That is now locally on display at La Casita Cultural Center. And then next slide. This year we have a new artist for our special events under our big tent. We're going to have Gabby Cole. She is a Colombian artist who's going to be not only doing a bilingual story time for us and the small fair goers, and we're going to have some giveaways there as well for the children, but she's also going to be sharing with us some fiber art workshops. So you don't want to miss that. All of our artists are going to be under the big tent. So make sure that you stop by, say hello, do a little, workshop with them, take a little maraca home, and please join us there. Next slide. And then we also have the New York State Trailblazers reception, which is celebrating the leaders who inspire us and blaze the way to success for all of us here in New York State. You can see a picture of some of our past one that we did, that we had all of the leaders from the cultural villages, New York State representatives in Ag and Market. And then also this is an annual event. We are in our 8th year this year. So it's going to be a real celebration. We hope you can join us for that. Next slide. Then we have our vendors. Our vendors join us every year. Please stop out in our tent with our vendors, ask questions. There's a lot of giveaways. There's the domino tournament that's always there and available. So I challenge anyone, even though I'm not the best domino player, but if you challenge me, it's on. And also we have a little watering station at our information tent, which has different maps and different information about the fair. If you're lost, come to us and we'll help you find your way navigating the New York State Fair. Also, just come out and say hola. Next slide. And then, of course, the most important part is our food, comida. So hands down, we just have every single vendor with the best dishes. I'm sure many of you here have had them. And if you haven't, again, stop by, say hola, and try all of our delicious food. We have Mexican foods, we have sweets, we have frozen treats, we have Puerto Rican food, Colombian food. We have a little bit for everybody. So please do stop by and see us and enjoy Latino Village. Gracias.
Gracias very, very much. Thank you very much, Elisa, for sharing. Sorry. Thank you very much, Elisa, for sharing those thoughts regarding your work with Latino Village. Please, thank you and your team for pulling all this together. I know I should click away from the food slide, but I think we all know why I'm not. I look forward. Again, I come packing and ready to go. I'm visiting all of the villages. And for any of those that see me, yes, I will make recommendations. There are certain vendors I look forward to and will ask if I got them on a wrong day, like here, when are they coming back? So all of this, the entertainment, everyone working together is fantastic. Thank you very much, Elisa and Latino Village for participating.
Okay, so good afternoon. The Great New York State Fair truly displays the ethnic diversity of the Empire State. You can immerse yourself in the culture and heritage of the original New Yorkers at the Iroquois Indian Village located between Gate 4 and the 4-H building. Next slide. The Indian Village is a showcase of culture of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, which consists of 6 Iroquois nations residing throughout New York State: the Seneca, Oneida, Cayuga, Mohawk, Onondaga, and the Tuscarora. And you can see on the slide the different locations where everyone is according to the stars. Next slide. In 1928, the ground was officially broken for the Indian Village to be built at the fairgrounds, but we have been showcasing our agriculture and customs at the fair for many years. This shows a photograph of agriculture displayed by the Haudenosaunee in 1921, and then some more modern day photographs of what you would see if you were to visit our village during the fair this year. Next slide. During the fair, we educate the public and share Iroquois culture, customs, crafts, and agriculture. It's important to know that after all these years and with what Indigenous people have endured, that we're still here, we are flourishing, carrying on our customs, and we continue to grow the traditional foods that have been handed down for generations. Next slide. In 1933, a new exhibit was added to the Indian Village. It was a huge ear of corn. Each of the kernels was hand carved. It stands 13 feet high, and the Iroquois considered corn, beans, and squash to be gifts from the Creator, and are referred to as the Three Sisters. And you can learn more about the Three Sisters and companion planting when you come to visit us. We also have a 13-foot peace pipe that was also hand carved, and Franklin D. Roosevelt dedicated this large ceremonial pipe while he was still the governor of New York in 1932. And at the time, he actually smoked from this pipe. Next slide. In 1933, when Franklin D. Roosevelt became president of the United States, by an executive order, he designated the Indian Village property as belonging to the Six Nations Agricultural Society. Since then, the society has maintained the grounds in conjunction with the fair to upkeep the grounds and do repairs and help us with the displays. The Agricultural Society showcases their culture, traditions, and agricultural practices through the fair. It's important for us to have be able to preserve the Iroquois heritage and traditions, and having a space at the fair allows us to maintain a presence and visibility within New York State. In 1936, the Society gave authorization for the 4-H building to be erected on the land just behind the Turtle Mound. Where the 4-H building stands today used to be the site where they would have lacrosse games when the fair first opened. Next slide. When you visit us, you'll see a birch bark canoe, and you'll also see a dugout canoe that are on display. You can also watch as young men will chip away at the dugout canoe and discuss the methods that they use to complete it. Next slide. The original dugout canoe that we had on display in previous years was used to lead hundreds of paddlers who paddled from the Onondaga Nation all the way to the United Nations in New York City in 2013 to commemorate the two-row wampum. And when you visit us, we will educate you on the two-row wampum and what it signifies in the agreement between the Dutch and the Haudenosaunee and the two cultures, and how they agreed to coexist in America, but they would remain on parallel paths and not to interfere in each other's affairs. Next slide. We have traditional Iroquois music and dance shows 3 times a day at 11, 4, and 7 on our newly renovated stage that we call the Turtle Mound. The stage was built to resemble a turtle because the animal is sacred to the Iroquois. A special 2 p.m. daily show is added for the last week of the fair. Next slide. Our busiest day on the Turtle Mound will be on Six Nations Day, which is on Friday, August 29th. Native Americans from all regions come together to enjoy a day of songs, dances, food, and competition. In addition to our daily dance shows, we have a Veterans Memorial that takes place, and we also have a smoke dance competition at 3 p.m. Closing out the day for that day would be Jeremy Key's band performing Chicago-style blues at 8 p.m. Next slide. Every year, a different nation is chosen. They're given the opportunity to honor a young woman from their territory as the Indian Village Princess. This is a photograph of some of the past princesses that we've had. This year, our princess is from Oneida Nation, and she will be available for photos and answer questions about the Iroquois after every dance show. Next slide. You can enjoy a meal at our soup house, which is the only place in the fair to enjoy restaurant-style indoor seating. It is entirely indoors, and there's plenty of tables, an outdoor deck, and a screened-in porch for dining. We offer authentic Native American dishes, as well as American home-cooked meals, as well as burgers, Italian sausage, French fries. Daily dinner specials are offered at some of the lowest prices at the fair. Breakfast is served from 6 to 11, and lunch is served until 8 p.m. The Soup House has made the top 10 fair food list for more than a few times in the past few years. Next slide. When you come to visit us, visitors will walk through several buildings that resemble longhouses to display artistry, ancient relics, and agriculture of the Iroquois people. There are over 40 vendors selling authentic handmade crafts with a variety of items to choose from. Our vendors work on their crafts daily, so you're able to enjoy demonstrations of their techniques. Next slide. We also have a woodworker, a wood carver, selling various items, and we also have an herbalist that offers Native American ointments and healing salves. Items are wild crafted and hand harvested to offer the highest quality herbs. Next slide. You can try your hand at archery and lacrosse. You can learn how to hold a bow and arrow correctly and shoot at a target. Learn techniques on how to hold and maneuver a lacrosse stick and take a shot at the net while our radar detects the speed of your shot. On occasion, visitors have run into the SU lacrosse players and Otto at the lacrosse shoot. Lacrosse is a sport that originated from the Haudenosaunee, so be sure to stop by and take a shot or take a picture. Next slide. There is no disagreeing that we are the grassiest and shadiest place on the fairgrounds. So after experiencing all that the Iroquois Village has to offer, feel free to cool off and relax on a number of benches under the trees. You can see this gentleman here, he actually purchased that on the fairgrounds and came down to the village and set it up, and he sat there for, I would say, a good 2 hours just to enjoy the cool breeze from the trees. So a lot of times our guests enjoy letting their kids run free and play while they relax in a welcoming atmosphere. So remember, we are open daily from 10 to 8. And again, we are located between Gate 4 and the 4-H building, and we can't wait to see you.
Thank you very much. Very what was that? Okay. Thank you very much, Ashley. Very glad we were able to resolve the audio.
And I guess now we'll go on to panel questions and discussions. Now, to my knowledge, I think if we're still having technical issues with audio, that's only with Lisa and Ashley. That's Latino Village and Indian Village, if I'm correct. If you are able to use your chat function, just put it into chat, or Hannah will let me know. Otherwise, if I could have those fairs that were able to present, and obviously New York State Fair in general, if I could have you have your video on and your audio on, so you can just respond to some questions. Now's the time for a little Q&A for those of you that might have any questions. Feel free to add those to the chat. We have some questions in advance as well. So I believe, just want to check audio. For New York State Fair, we're just going to do a roll call here. Julie LaFave, Fair Director.
I am here.
Perfect. All right, Jack Davison, Concessions Manager.
Present.
All right, can we just take, there, I just want to make sure we have everyone's audio. Allison Douglas, Ag Entry Department.
I believe she had to go.
Okay, thank you. All right, Asian Village Superintendent Deshaun James.
I'm here.
All right, thank you. And Van Robinson, Pan-African Village. I know we have Kevin Brooks showed on, but I believe Ali Rahman is speaking on behalf of Pan-African Village, correct?
Yes,
And
I'm
Linda
right here.
Brown, and Linda Brown Robinson is still on.
And Linda Brown Robinson. For those of you that have your video, please make sure your video is on as part of the panel, and make sure, even if your video is on, that you move the little cover that you have over your camera so that we can see you guys. And for Alyssa from our Latino Village and Ashley from our Indian Village, if we can just have you on, and if you want to either text me or respond in chat, I welcome that, because I do want you guys to share what you have to share. You've done a lot of work in this, and know that everyone, you will have access to these slides. These will be sent to you afterwards. So apologies for that. I'm not sure what's going on with our audio here. That said, first question for pretty much everyone, and for those of you that might be a little hesitant, that means I'm just going to call out your name. What are you most excited about this year in your village, or possibly just the fair? Because I know we have our kind of fair leadership that works with the village and has a lot of inside knowledge here. But what are you most excited about this year with the village? And we're going to start with Van Robinson, Pan-African Village.
Once again, Ali Rahman. You know, as I mentioned earlier, we're terribly excited about the entertainment that we have coming in this year. You know, we have a very nice array of different community groups that are going to be represented, as well as our local bands that are coming in with a variety of different music, from African drumming to jazz to R&B, and especially the Gospel Sunday, which is coming up, head by one of our local community leaders. So we're very excited about our stage and what we're able to provide. Also, it's always a tradition, and some people come specifically for some of the food that's being offered there at the Pan-African Village, and it seems to be some of the favorites. I know several people have told me that they come specially to get some fried chicken or some empanadas or some of Armani's lemonade. So we're especially proud of those vendors that provide the food and offer a great selection in terms of for our clients that come in.
Okay, great. Very nice to hear. And I mentioned the rum cake because I know even from the office, for those people that are coming from Albany, it's regularly mentioned. Even though I believe the rum cake vendor is across the river of the Hudson River, people still seem to go. Something about getting it at the New York State Fair just changes the taste and flavor and the experience of getting it. So well done with the vendors and entertainment with that. When it comes to Asian Village, Deshaun, anything in particular you want to make sure people remember?
Yes, we have coconut, which is a baby coconut from Thailand. It's a very unique thing at State Fair. I think he's the only one which we have at the Asian Village. And then we are having Dubai chocolate coming this year. I have seen that on the YouTube and on TikTok and all those social handles. So we are very excited that we'll have Dubai chocolate. And then there is one Tang Hulu is coming back again. So we are very excited for that. Then the performances are also returning. Some new performances are coming. Some local artists from Rochester are joining us. And then there is a Burmese or Korean handicrafter is coming, and they are bringing some good cultural touch to it, and we're excited for all that.
Very nice. And this might seem like a trick question from our fair leadership. Without picking any favorites, is there anything in general you look forward to from across the fair with our cultural villages? Again, I know you can't pick favorites. So anything of note that you look forward to when the fair starts?
Yeah, I'll start it. Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead,
Jack.
Julie.
Nope,
Oh,
you go,
okay.
Jack.
All right. Seeing as I get to work with a lot of the vendors here, obviously food is going to be one of the big things that I and my team is excited about here. I know that Birria Queso Taco was here last year, and we're excited to have them back. We're going to have another Aguas Frescas in Latino Village. We're over in Asian Village. Thai flavors coming back. I really like Thai food, so sorry if I'm playing a little favorites here, but there's definitely lots of foods that I'm excited to try out. I didn't get a chance to try Peitu Haitian soul food last year, but I'm glad she is coming back. So I'm excited to try some of her Haitian food as well. So those are the three that I get to work with, and they're the ones that I know the most, and I'm excited to try all their good foods this summer.
Very nice. Very nice to hear. Thank you very much. Here's just a question of interest. It's great to see all the cultural villages connecting with each other more and more. What do you look forward to from another village that's not yours? So everyone has the different types of entertainment and all of that. Everything's so very distinct. Is there anything you're particularly looking forward to from a village that's not yours? Maybe something they had last year, like hope you bring it back this year. And I can call out the names. Is Linda available? Oh, Linda, you're not muted, but we can't hear you. All right, so I'm gonna go with Ali.
I especially enjoy seeing some of the different talent at the different stages. It's really interesting to experience the culture of different villages, and I tend to learn a little something different every time I visit one of the different villages. So I do like to go to different villages to see what they have to offer in terms of the entertainment and the culture.
I think a final kind of question for those of you that do have audio this time before we wrap up for this lovely panel is how do you support your village communities outside of the fair? The fair is only so many days, and these communities exist year round. So is it just lounging during the off days, or what do our superintendents do for the rest of the year? Who would like to be first, or shall I call the name of a village? And we're going to start with Ashley.
Yeah, we work year round. We do fundraisers, and we promote agriculture. We start early looking for interested people, things that people are interested in gardening and planting. But we also, through our fundraisers, we're able to generate field trips where we take buses. We've rented buses before and taken people to museums and farms and other cultural activities. We've taken them to other dance performances. So we educate all year long on just not only the fair and agriculture, but also, trying to get people engaged and let them know that they could be a part of this. And we just try and expand. So right now, I think our membership is up to a little over 300 people.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. Continuing with what happens when the fair is over, how are we still supporting these various communities for Van Robinson Pan-African Village? Ali?
Yes, well, of course, the NAACP is very instrumental in bringing in different organizations, local city organizations, as well as local grassroots community 501c3s to come in and sit at the fair, sit at the tent to give out information about their organizations and what they do, even including the police department and different city services. So being engaged with these different organizations throughout the year at their different displays that they may have at different functions, and being involved with them also, it certainly is an outlet that we enjoy and participating in, and it helps us to engage during the fair as well. So being a part of their functions, what they're doing in the community is also a part of us. And so that's how we engage outside of the fair, is being a part of the different organizations that we bring in.
Thank you very much, Ali. On behalf of Asian Village, Zishan James, and though, just before you speak, Zishan, though Latino Village can't speak, if you'd like to text me, Alyssa, I can speak for you to share, because I know that you're busy all year round as well. But for Indian Village, Asian Village, please share, Zishan. Up, you're muted. There we go.
Yeah, and can you repeat the question? My signal got broke.
Oh, how do you support your village communities outside of the fair? So all year round, these communities exist. What are some of the activities that you're involved in?
Yeah, with the PAPA chapters, we have PAPA is a nationwide organization that stands for Asia Pacific American Public Affairs, and we are connected with them. And it's across the state. We have 5 chapters. So we have Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo, downstate, and Albany chapter. So we all gather together at each other's event, and then locally we are connected with the New American forums as well here in Syracuse. So we have all these performances, and we see them year around, and not just the performances, also the vendors around to taste the food and have them at food pantry, the programs that we run. And then we have these vendors coming to the school when we do the Asian month, when we celebrate in May. So we have year-round activities with them, with the nonprofits and all these cultural school groups.
Very nice. And we want to make sure that our fair director is involved with this as well. So you're on deck after sharing Elisa's response for Latino Village, Julie. Elisa, just wanted to share that Latino Village year-round, they're supporting their community and all cultural communities internationally, nationally, throughout New York State, Onondaga, and the city of Syracuse. And I can speak to, you will see Elisa popping up anywhere and everywhere, just across the board support and just playing a role of bringing all types of cultures and communities together. So thank you for all of that work. And director of the New York State Fair, Julie Lefebvre. So we're just lounging on the beach when the fair's done, right?
That's right. We only work for the fair, a week before it starts and a week after it ends, and then we're done. But no, we meet with the superintendents, both through Jack and through Allison and Christina, with all 4 villages, or we talk with them or meet with them many times throughout the year. Last year we had a meeting with all of the superintendents together. It's something we'd like to do again. But we're always talking with them and seeing ways that we can do more throughout the fair. There's times that we have flag raisings. For instance, every June we have the flag raising for Pride, and all superintendents are invited to that. But I think that's just a never-ending process of how we can strengthen the relationships with each other, as well as just showcasing all of that is beautiful with those meetings and conversations throughout the year.
Thank you very much, Julie. All right, we are down to less than 5 minutes. Thank you, those bearing with us. I can speak on behalf of pretty much all the leadership attending. We have gone through this, and everyone's audio and video previously worked. So we'll just chalk it up to the heat, because that seems to be just one of those weird points in the timeline for everyone these days. And know that, yes, those attending will receive slides. For those of you that are presenting, I absolutely know that you put the work into this, and we want to use this as an opportunity for promotion. So we can do like a separate recording, and that will be available and used as a link so you can share through your respective networks, and we can share also as Department of Agriculture and Markets, because for everything that you do, it's really important, especially for our cultural villages, for you to speak directly to what you guys are doing. Obviously better than we can because you guys are doing it. So expect that kind of follow-up email. For those of you that have joined us today just to learn these stories and this background, again, thank you. Know that if you go to the Diversity in Agriculture webpage of the Department of Agriculture and Markets website, there are some future registration opportunities that will be coming up soon enough. We have the Diversity and Inclusion Network that will be at the end of July, last Wednesday in July, 4 to 5:30. There's also kind of a listening session, open comment period available there. There are multiple opportunities to kind of sign up for newsletters, additional communications lists. We're doing everything we can so people just know what's going on. We know there's a lot of uncertainty regarding government these days, and doing our best to hear and also educate and for understanding. That said, with 2 minutes remaining, unless there are any other questions that are popping up, and thank you, Hannah, for adding some of those links in there. So for those of you that are on your laptops, the links to the New York State Fair, the links to the Diversity in Agriculture webpage for Ag and Markets, and also the email address that you see on the screen right now is available if you have any additional questions, something if you want to follow up regarding any of the individual fairs. They are busy, but they do like to talk about what they do. It just might take a while for that email to get a response, understandable. Let us know and we can forward, make that connection for you at outreach@agriculture.ny.gov. Thank you for participating today. Apologies for whatever the connection issues are, but our big thing is to get the information out there, and we will follow up, and there will be a more perfected version of this available at some point in July. But thank you for your patience, and please spread the word for our cultural villages because, frankly, they're pretty awesome. Again, not a single person I have connected to any cultural village was just not frustrated and keeps going back and tells others. So it is worth a visit to just see what's going on, and they have extra tasty food. It is not all about the fried Oreos, which are unique and awesome. There's some extra tasty food happening at the cultural villages. And with that, please do your best to keep cool for those that are in New York, and have a good day. Thank you. And yeah, I hope you learned something regarding our cultural villages. Bye.